Welcome. Today we're going to be reading in Your Life Book by Dr. Wayne Scott Anderson, and we're going to be starting in Element 2, Part 2. My name is Christy Baker, and I'm a certified Optavia health coach, and my goal for this time is for you to be able to get into your life book in a convenient way, whether you're listening in your car or you're out on a walk. Really set aside this time in your mind to hearing the words, processing them, and then at the end, I'm going to ask you to identify one takeaway. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Today, just a recap from yesterday, we were talking about your readiness score. It was a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not ready, 5 being sort of ready, and 10 being 100% I'm all in. So that's our readiness ruler that we're going to be using for today's reading. If your score is less than 7, then your current level of motivation is probably not high enough to support the focus and energy needed to make meaningful change in your health and well-being. I would suggest you go back to the first element and read the early sections of the Habits of Health, or consider asking for help from a coach or mentor. For those who have scored more than a 7, congratulations. You are ready to start your journey. It's time to design your personal strategic approach and begin the real work of developing a new story. Our goal, step by step, is to help you create lifelong transformation that will provide immense satisfaction in both your personal and professional life. It's a system designed to create long-term change. Let me take a moment to frame what I mean by this. When we talk about what we want, it's usually tied to pleasure, a pleasure principle rather than lasting satisfaction. We confuse the things that bring us immediate pleasure with the things that lead to lasting fulfillment. Most of the things that create pleasure are only present while we are doing them. When we eat, we feel pleasure. When we stop, the pleasure does too. As an example, when you are eating ice cream out of a carton, it is really hard to stop. It's been said that 75% of the time we're eating, we're not hungry. The only reason we continue so is so that the pleasure doesn't stop. We'll address how you can take control of mindless eating later. Satisfaction, rather than pleasure, occurs when you create, do, or bring things into your life that have a lasting effect or value. Today, you may come home from work tired and stressed and want to sit on the couch, watch TV, and eat something salty or sweet. Instead, you put on your running shoes and go out for a walk and get some exercise with your partner, your dog, or both. And when you're done, you'll be glad you did it and have a sense of satisfaction that will last beyond the action. The things that bring you satisfaction will last beyond the effort needed to complete them. Contrast this with something we want more and more and more of, and yet brings us less and less satisfaction: an addiction. My role is to anchor you in the things that will give you an enduring sense of satisfaction and make it easier for you to adapt in a constantly changing world. In the introduction, we talked about the big rocks, the ones that are essential for optimal health and well-being. These macro habits are the foundational stones that we want to put in your very own mason jar to give you the highest chance of transformation in your health and life. The habits of health are things that we will bring into our life that will live on, and their benefits will far outweigh the work and the time it takes to learn and install them. What we need to do is to review what habits are represented by those big rocks and examine each one in a little more detail. You are in charge of your transformation, and it's important for you to decide on what you are most excited about working on. We have included the readiness ruler for each major category to help you decide which area you are most interested in changing. Since almost 2/3 of us are overweight or obese, the macro habit of a healthy weight management will be where most of us start. and that is generally where most people really want to make a change. You may not be at the same stage of readiness in other macro habits, or realize how your choices in these other areas are contributing to weight gain and your overall health and well-being. The purpose of this exercise is to explore your readiness and how you assess your current ability to change in the areas that will determine your future health. In each of these macro habit sections, you will need to write down the 3 things that you would like to change. Check the areas that you want to work on now, and then circle how ready you are to change. For example, on that same scale of 1 being not ready, 5 kind of ready, or 10 I'm all in, you will need to identify 3 things that you want to change in each category, and I will read each one. The first one is the habit of healthy weight management. Number 2, healthy eating and hydration. Number 3, healthy motion. Number 4, healthy sleep. Number 5, healthy mind. And number 6, healthy surroundings. Most of my clients, patients, and readers start their journey here, so you are not alone in making this area a main focus, which is healthy weight management. Around 70% of people struggle to reach and maintain a healthy weight. Apart from stopping smoking, there is no more important area to address than learning how to reach and maintain a healthy weight. We will give you some great ways to make it simple so that you can create early success. As you lose weight, your confidence and motivation will increase and set the path for many other micro habits. As you feel better, have more energy, and are losing weight safely, you will be motivated to discover more ways that you can improve your health. As you reach a healthy weight, we will continue to add more new habits that will help you maintain your healthy weight. It is an eating plan specifically designed to move you through a fat-burning stage to a recalibration stage, and then onto an optimizing stage in which your metabolism is working and it is most efficient. Answer the following questions to work out how important this is to you and how confident and ready you are to address the issue and place this rock in your mason jar. Number 1, how important is it to make a change in your weight right now? Pull out your mental readiness ruler and give yourself a score between 1 and 10. What led you to pick this number? And if possible, what would help you pick a higher number? That concludes our reading for today. This is part 2 of element 2. And my encouragement to you is take a moment and text your coach. What was your takeaway from today? Because we're doing this over video, you don't have a chance to write in your book, which is a valuable learning step. Either text something that you want to remember to yourself or text it to your coach so that they know that you are truly taking a dive into this part of your transformation. I thought I would just share something that really hit me was back on page 54, I highlighted it. It said that 75% of the time we're eating, we're not hungry. The only reason we continue to do so is so that the pleasure doesn't stop. I thought that was pretty powerful. I hope you have a wonderful day and tune in for our next video where we'll be continuing on with element 2. If you have enjoyed this channel, please like, subscribe, and share it with anybody else that you know that's doing this program. I think it's such a great resource to have. Thank you.